Hello students, welcome to the e-learning platform presented by Mechanical Engineering Department of Dr. Bapuji Saloke Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. The learning objectives for today's session are: number 1, study of types of cutting, study the types of cutting dies. Types of cutting dies such as inverted die, compound die, progressive die will be studied in today's session. Second, study of design of progressive cutting dies. How progressive cutting dies are designed with the help of the various parameters will be studied in today's session. The starting with first point, types of cutting dies. The components generally incorporated in piercing or blanking die are shown in the figure aside. The die set is made up of punch holder which is fastened to the ram press and the die shoe which is fastened to the bolster plate of the punch press. Generally, punch is fastened to the punch holder and aligned with the opening in the die block. Figure shows one type stripper plate push of pins. The stripper holds the scrap strip so that punch may pull out of the hole. The push of pins are needed to free the blank in instance where the material strip clings to the bottom of the punch. This is necessary for thin material where lubricants are used on the material. This is the simple type of cutting die. Next type is inverted die. Sometimes the die and the punch positions may be interchanged. This may become necessary when opening in the bolster plate is too small to permit finished product to pass through the bolster plate. Figure below shows such a design die. It is designed with a die block fastened to the punch holder and the punch fastened to the die shoe. That is, the punch is below and the die holder is at the upper side. During the downward stroke of ram, the blank is sheared from the strip. The blank and the shader are forced back into the die opening, which allows compensation spring in the die opening. At the same time, the punch is forced through the scrap strip and spring attached to the stripper is loaded. On the equal type, the opening of die and stripper forces the scrap strip of the punch. This type of die is used to remove the complicated shape or where the product to be removed is a wastage. The next type is the compound die. Compound die, it combines the principle of conventional and inverted dies in one station. This type of die may produce a workpiece which is pierced and blanked at one station and in one operation. The piercing punch is fastened in the conventional position to the punch holder. Below shows a figure of a compound die workpiece and the compound die and the workpiece. The workpiece obtained is the one in which both punching and blanking and piercing operation is to be carried out. Its matching die opening for piercing is machined into blanking punch. The blanking punch and blanking die opening are mounted in a inverted position. The blanking punch is fastened to the die shoe and the blanking die opening is fastened to the punch holder. Simple type of die where we can obtain the both operation So it is called as a compound die. Both piercing and blanking operation can be done with the help of this die. The next type is progressive dies. Progressive dies Progressive dies are made with two or more stations arranged in sequence. Each station performs an operation on the workpiece or provides an idler station so that workpiece is completed when the last operation has to be accomplished. That is, if the workpiece has to be performed a number of operation, it can be used on a progressive die or it can be performed on a progressive die. Thereafter, each stroke of the ram produces a finished part. Thus, after the fourth stroke of fourth station die, each successive stroke will produce a finished part. Operations which may be carried in progressive die are piercing, blanking, forming, drawing, in cutting off, etc. The list of possible operations that can be performed on progressive dies are long. The number and the types of operation which may be performed in progressive die depends upon the integrity of the designer or the design of the progressive die. Figure below shows 4-station progressive die. The die block is made up of 4 pieces and fastened to the die chute. This permits easy replacement of broken or worn out die blocks. The stock is fed from the right and registers against a finger stop not shown in the figure. The first stroke of the press figure A produces a square hole and 2 notches. These notches from the left end of the first pieces. These notches are from the left end of the first pieces. During the upstroke of the ram, the stock is moved to the next station against a finger stop. The stock is positioned for the second stroke. The second station is idler as shown in B figure. The right end of first piece, the left end of second piece and a second square hole are pierced as shown in figure B. The ram retracts and the scrap strip is moved to the third station against an automatic stop as shown in figure C. This stop picks up notched V and positions the scrap strip. It picks up the notched V position and scraps the strip. The third stroke of the ram pierces the 4 holes as shown in figure C. The fourth stroke as shown in figure D cut off and forms radii at the end of finished piece. Therefore, after every stroke produces a finished part. Progressive dies generally have cut off or blanking operation as the last operation. It is preferred to have piercing operation as first operation so that pierce hole can be advantageously used as pilot hole to stop the stock. Alternatively, special pilot holes are pierced in scrap part of the stock in certain special cases where blanking is need to be done at first. Progressive dies are used where higher production rates are desired and material is neither too thick or not too thin. Their use helps in cutting down the material handling cost and increases the production rate of the material. After understanding progressive cutting dies, design of progressive cutting dies. A progressive die performs series of fundamental sheet metal operation at 2 or more stations during each press stroke in order to develop a workpiece as the strip stock moves through the die. The workpiece on progressive die travels from one station to another with separate operation being performed on each station. Usually, the workpiece is retained in the stroke until it reaches the final station, which cut off the finished piece. All stations work simultaneously at different points along the work strip, which advances on station at each stroke of ram. Thus, a complete part is produced with each stroke. Progressive dies generally include blanking and piercing operation, but a complicated progressive die can do the operation of bending, forming, curling and heading also. The selection of any multi-operation tool such as progressive die is justified by the principle that number of operation achieved with one handling of stock and produced part is more accurate, and the productivity of the part also increases. So here are the some important points that are needed while designing of the progressive cutting die. Number 1, sketch the component. The required component is first drawn as per standard drawing and studied with details of operation that are to be performed, such as piercing, blanking, shearing, etc. Second is prepare the scrap strip layout. The blanks used for pressed operation are designed under such conditions so that blanks are utilized by more than 75% as discussed in the above in the previous sessions. Various dimensions regarding the same of the scrap strip layout are decided in this stage. Third, calculate the tonnage. Various calculations regarding the design of die are calculated. So, to calculate the tonnage capacity of the press, calculations such as shear force, stripping force, total force and tonnage capacity are required for the complete design purpose. Next step is to calculate the center of pressure or determine center of pressure. When the shape of blank to be cut is irregular, the summation of shear forces about center line of press ram may not be symmetrical. Due to this, bending moments are introduced in press ram, producing misalignment and undesirable deflection. To avoid misalignment and shearing action of the die must be found. To avoid misalignment and shearing action of the die must be found while laying out punch position on punch holder. It should be ensured that center line of press ram passes exactly through the center of pressure of the blank. That is, calculate the center of pressure of the workpiece. Next, determine dimension of punches, die block and die shoe. By using above calculation, dimensions of punch, die blocks and die shoe along with the clearance required for die is determined and checked for standard available so as to reduce the production cost. Next is prepare sketch of stripper plate with proper size and dimensions of the punch die and with clearance calculated. A sketch of stripper plate is drawn for the understanding purpose or study purpose. And the last part is general assembly sketch of punches arrangement, die block, die shoe and stripper plate. All the parts designed are assembled so as to produce the required component. So this is the required step for the design of progressive cutting die. Thank you. This is for today's session. In today's session, we have completed types of cutting dies and our fifth chapter of tool engineering. Thank you.